Sabah everybody and welcome back to the channel. Today I want to talk to you guys about the Apple Watch Series 3. Not the LTE version, but the Wi-Fi version. I've been using it for about a couple of weeks now. And I have to say I'm a little bit surprised in the ecosystem for the Apple Watch. I never tried using Series 1, Series 2. I always found it to be kind of a closed ecosystem as it is, since it only works on iPhones. But after using it for a couple of weeks, I'm a little bit surprised on how well it performs. So this is TK and these are the things that I liked and did not like about the Apple Watch Series 3. Let's check it out. This is the 42mm band one, and I did an unboxing not that long ago. I'll give you guys a link in the description below. Overall, very happy. This is the sport band, of course. I did put in the long one. The large one seems to be working best for me. We have the sensors at the bottom of the watch, of course. We have the detachable bands. You can replace them with whichever one you'd like. But this is how it actually came out of the box. We have the digital crown and the home button and the back on the right side. And of course, the touch display. It's very nice. This is the watch face I've been using pretty much for the last couple of weeks. The reason I like this is because it gives me the ability to get into activities. It locks itself because of the password. And of course, it has the Sense on the right. But of course, you can just press and hold on it, and then you can change them. You can customize them. You can change the shortcuts. You can download different things. Of course, you can always go to Mickey. You can also go to Toy Story, all of that other stuff that you want. But again, main one I like, this is it. And it gives me direct access into activity, and I can actually go in. I can also go into start an activity from here. Overall, the UI has definitely been the one thing I realized. It's super smooth. The transitions are very nice. The animations are very nice, and it's done very well. Now, again, this is not the LTE version. The reason you see here is there's no red dot in there. But it is the standard version that you can buy and use with any iPhone and not have to worry about paying an additional $5. Now, if you want that LTE capability, definitely pick that up. It's great to go in the water. So here are the things that I definitely enjoy about using the watch. Very nice performance. The UI is extremely well. You'll notice right there, it's asking me for my password because I do have a pin set up for it. Once you unlock it, you have a way of swiping from the right to the left and go to different watch faces. You can just select which one you want. You have Mickey, you have Earth, you have, of course, more of the activity-based one. And the one I really like to keep is the one I have it on. This is the position of the sun. As you notice, it's early in the morning and the sun is rising. And of course, I can go back here, the jellyfish. This is the one I like because it gives me access to my activity. I can actually log in, see how I'm doing. I can also tap in and do the Zen moments, which gives me the ability of just taking a moment to relax. The digital crown is extremely well set up. It works very, very smooth, and it actually has a lot of good functions within the different UIs. So if I press it once, it takes me into the app drawer. This is the best way to explain it. We have all the different applications that are compatible with it. I noticed that most of my chat programs are. The activities is set, Starbucks is set up. You have, of course, settings in here. You have Bank of America, United definitely works here, even Frontier, Pandora, and of course, Instagram. And all of these things are running as native apps. That's the difference here with Series 3. And I think even in Series 2, these are running as native apps on this actual watch. It's not running on a phone and you have to pair it. So the load times are a lot faster. Of course, we have shutter control right here, but you can notice that I can actually use the digital crown and I can zoom in, zoom out, zoom in, zoom out, and it actually works extremely well. Of course, going into the settings gives us a little bit more information as far as what we get. We have time setting, airplane mode, Bluetooth, do not disturb, general, brightness, text, of course, sound, haptic, and passcode. And I do have the passcode set up on here. Pressing it back takes us back home. Now, pressing it once here on the home button gives us access to the recents. On the recents tab gives us access to be able to turn on the different options here. And then basically just if you want to remove something, you click swipe it off and again go home. Double pressing on the crown gives us access to Siri. Sorry, let's press and hold on the crown. And here we have Siri, and it interfaces with us exactly as we have it on the mobile device. And it's going to start typing everything. I'm just going to cancel it here. Of course, pressing and holding on the home button gives us access to do either power off or emergency SOS. Definitely very functional. Overall, very, very nice. Long battery life, very good performance. I want to say a pretty decent fitness tracker, which actually for the price point, if you think about it, it's actually one of the better ones. Now, this is the 42mm one. Again, it does look like it's a bigger one, but when you put it on my hand, I know I got this on the first video with the unboxing. I make this watch look like it's a tiny watch. Well, the reality is for most men's hands, even if you go with the big one, this is actually pretty small considering some of the other options that are on the market. But after using it for a couple of weeks, I do find that the band is really, really comfortable, almost non-intrusive. It doesn't catch on any of my hairs here, and then it actually feels really, really good on the hand. And interfacing with this is very, very comfortable. I could just swipe, go left, up, down, and of course we have access to the toggles here to be able to access to battery percentage for airplane, flashlight. of course casting, and then this is the water mode if you want to turn it on. Essentially all this is doing is it's locking the interface here and not allowing you to do anything till you actually press and hold, and then now it's asking you to, and that sound just emits a high-pitched sound on the speaker to emit any kind of water in there. It's intended just to basically help you if you're going into the water, or if you jump into the water and you want to make sure that your speaker's clean, you could do this afterwards. And it has a really nice tracking application on your iPhone. And again, this is only going to work on your iPhone. So you can track your workouts, you can track your achievements, your sharing if you want to be able to do that. And of course, you can dig into each one of them per day, and the circles kind of go through. The daily goal is a full circle. Anytime you go over the full circle, you're overachieving, and then at that point, you're a superstar. Now, the watch app is separate from the activity app, so you're tracking your activity in a separate application. It's kind of like Samsung Health and having a basically a gear manager. And here you can change your watch faces, you can select which ones, download additional one. You can do compilations, notification, app layout, and dock. You can set everything up. And notification and the app layout is really nice. You can really customize it to the level that you want. General settings, brightness, sound, everything that you had normally on the watch, you can customize here. The face gallery is set up here. The app store specific to the Apple Watch is here, and you can search, and it works really, really nice. I like the interface. I like the setup. And again, you can customize it. You can see here it says T's Apple Watch 42mm. You may have noticed that in the video I haven't said many things that are actually cons against this watch, and I think it's mostly because it's well designed. The UI is extremely smooth, native app running on it, and it actually does exactly what you want it to do from a fitness standpoint. It works with you and it doesn't stand in your way, and initiating activities on this is super easy. You can either ask Siri or you can just tap in the activity and select it. You can customize your pool laps, everything. All of those things are just set there correctly, and to make sure that if you do go into the water, use that functionality where it emits that sound out of the speaker to clear any water that may be sitting there afterwards. But other than that, I think it's really built, a very well built watch that works very well. And here is my only con. It's a very well built watch that works very well only on Apple. It doesn't work anywhere else. So if you're not an Apple user and let's say you're an Android user, you don't have a way of using this. If you're using a Gear system, you can use it on Apple. If you're using an Android Wear system from Android, again, works on Apple. But does Apple's watch work anywhere else? No. Now, if you're an Apple user for a long time, you may not think that this is a big issue. For me, I use Android and iOS on a daily basis. So for me to use this Apple Watch, I will have to wear a second watch on my other hand, to be able to basically use this. I usually use my Gear S3 Frontier Edition from T-Mobile on my Android device, and I've been enjoying using this on many, many different devices. But having this Apple Watch means it has to stay with my iPhone, and it has to stay on my other hand. Let me know what you guys think in the comments below. Thank you very much for the support. Like and subscribe and share, and I'll see you guys in the next video.